In today's practice, we'll read a particular paragraph and then begin to explore the underlying quality of courage. First, we take a minute or two, really in gathering our awareness. From an external focus, we pull back our awareness inward to our breath. Have a very strong felt experience of your breath. Not like a fleeting experience, but really feeling the breath. Experiencing the fullness of the breath. And going into an experience completely. This paragraph is the collected works from the mother. Change yourself first. The sharing goes, you can do nothing for others unless you are able to do it for yourself. You can never give a good advice to anyone unless you are able to give it to yourself first and follow it. If you see a difficulty somewhere, the best way of changing this difficulty is to change it in yourself first. If you see a defect in anyone, you may be sure it is in you, and you begin to change it in yourself. And when you will have changed it in yourself, you'll be strong enough to change it in others. And this is a wonderful thing. People don't realize what an infinite grace it is that this universe is arranged in such a way that there is a collection of substance from the most material to the highest spiritual, all that gather together into what is called a small individual, but at the disposal of a central will. And that is yours, your field of work. Nobody can take it away from you. It is your own property. And to the extent you can work upon it, you will be able to have an action upon the world, but only to that extent. I'll repeat one line, and when you will have changed it in yourself, you'll be strong enough to change it in others. We allow this to sink in. Open up in our own way to this infinite grace. Gently become connected to your own inner center. And connect to a certain groundedness. Allowing the feet to be stable, allowing the hip to be stable. Allowing the back to hold a certain groundedness and stability. And we begin to gently ingather. Infill this quality of courage. A power that is grace from above, as well as a power that is inherently within us to hold courage and act on it. Gently begin to open the navel chakra, the solar plexus. To allow a circulation of energy from within and outside. Tuning in to the pure form of courage. raised by a force of Shakti, opening up to the pure, higher form of courage. Allowing it to gently flow through the body. Allow it to circulate through the body. Allowing a certain momentum as it flows through the body. Let every part of the body begin to notice this entrance of this energy, force, power of courage. It can stand steadfast in spite of everything that's going on. It finds a way through that holds a deep faith, an unshakable faith, an endurance, and a will to act. Allow this energy to steadily flow through the body, also flow through in circulation from the outside to inside, outside to inside. Allowing by grace only the pure and higher form of this courage. Allow your being to notice that it is possible to hold courage. It is possible to hold courage calmly and steadily. We aspire to hold this connection and keep this connection going steadily as a force from behind in all our actions, thoughts, and activities. Today, we also begin to connect to one aspect that we truly want to change in ourselves or in others. We bring that focus inside us. It can be a tiny habit or it can be a particular thought, a particular energy, saying no to that. Allow it to emerge rather than you deciding what to change. And if something comes in your awareness, we simply receive it and offer it to this wave of courage. Offer and allow this quality of courage and breath to touch this change within us. Notice where in the body we experientially feel this need for change, or where in the body there is a reaction to the change. And simply We allow the breath, the light, and the courage to touch that part, releasing any knots, any tension, simply opening up to light, courage, will, and breath. And without expectations, we simply observe and just connect this and let it work. And simply receive and observe. If we get pulled into anything, we simply step back and tune back into this purer, higher form of courage and into our own inner center. Ignoring the objections, the inertia, the concerns, energy patterns. Melt away your resolve as required. If any message needs to be given, we simply ask that part and see if it has any message for us. And simply receive and offer it to our own inner center. And continue the process. And you can always come back and repeat this process. But for now, we simply offer this entire process and this part and the change to the divine within or above. Allow it to be graced by the divine touch and the divine presence. Simply offer this whole process to the divine within or above. And we gently step back and tune back into our own inner center, to our breath, and this ever-present flow and current of courage in its purer, higher form. We just hold that aspiration and we will know when we experience it flowing through us. You take your time and wrap up the practice in your own way. Hold gratitude for the abundance of blessings already available in our lives, present or not present right now. We bow down in gratitude to our body, breath, and the universe. And whenever we're ready, we become aware of the surroundings. We take a deep breath, begin to notice the sounds around us, the light. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and conclude the practice. Give gratitude to the divine. Thank you.